Good morning, everybody. I hope everyone has had a great day so far. I wanted to send out this video, as promised, just to give you guys a quick overview of the course and just a little bit of information. Now, of course, there'll be more videos and information to come, but I wanted to go over just a couple of things just to kind of get everyone kind of acclimated to the course, okay? So first of all, and I believe I said this in a previous video, just, as a reminder, there will be announcements every week. All right. So on Monday morning, I'm going to make sure that there is a, some sort of announcement. Could be a video along with the announcement as well, but there will always be a message at 6 a.m. on Monday. Okay. And that includes holidays as well. I still try to go ahead and make sure that, those are posted. You'll get a midweek message as well. The midweek message normally comes about Thursday, sometimes Friday, just depends on kind of what you have due that week. And then, of course, if it's very light weeks, there are often times where you may get, a message later in the week just as a reminder that, hey, you got this one thing that's due. That's not like a, huge assignment. Okay. So just keep that in mind. But you always want to make sure that you come here to the announcements page and make sure that, you review to see what you have due for the week. Okay. So like this week, obviously, we're kind of getting to know the course. We're making sure that our enrollment verification quiz has been completed, and all that information. Now, this obviously is your introductory video, so you want to make sure that you, of course, watch this full video in its entirety. Now, each week I always try to make sure that I tell you what you have to read, as well as your assignments that are due for the week, okay? Now let's go into, I'm going to go into the weekly lessons. Oh, wait, no, let me first start with course information. Because this isn't a seated course, this is an online course, I want to make sure that you guys are aware, of everything that's there for you. So first things first, my instructor information, you want to make sure that you kind of, make sure you save my email. I do not have an office or phone number listed, obviously. So everything is going to come via email, right? If you need to meet for office time, I do meet via Teams. That is an option. So you'll want to make sure you email me and say, hey, Miss Davis, I need to speak with you. Is it possible that I can get on your calendar for today or tomorrow or whenever, and then we'll work out a time, okay? I try to respond to emails within 24 to 48 hours. If it's over the weekend, sometimes it may take a little longer. But of course, definitely you'll get a message by Monday. Now, I do want to say this. Never panic over the weekend. If you're having some system issues and Jolt is not available to help you, and you send me a message and say, hey, Miss Davis, this quiz won't open, or whatever the case may be. As long as you've sent a message saying, hey, this is what happened, I couldn't, access the system, or, my password shut me out, or whatever the case may be, I'm going to do my best to try to work with you. Now, here's where it gets tricky. If it's something that I know that, you could have resolved on your own, then obviously, we're going to probably have a conversation. I'm going to say, hey, let's talk via Teams so I can get a little more information about what you think happened. Okay. But essentially, I try to work with students. It is, again, on a case-by-case basis. Now, the other thing, make sure that you have gone through, read over the syllabus, and I'll just kind of pull it up a second. I always try to go over my late policy. It never changes. Pretty much, I do not accept late work. Okay. The reason why, especially in this course, is because everything builds on the next thing. Okay. So you want to make sure that you are turning in things on time. If you're having some type of technical difficulty, or something like that, you need to reach out to me as soon as you know that this is happening. Okay. So that way I can try to work with you to come up with a plan so that you can get your work turned in on time. Okay. If there's, special circumstances like death in your family, things like that. Again, I try to review those things on a case-by-case basis, but it's still not a guarantee that you will, get an extension. So just please keep that in mind. And then, of course, make sure you go over the general policies, academic integrity, all those other important pieces of information that are important to JCC, okay, as well as this class. The next thing is the course schedule. I want to say that I'm pretty certain everything's been tweaked and all my dates are correct. So I believe at this point you can look at everything and everything should be the way it's supposed to be. So obviously, make sure you read through, skim, and see all of the work that you're going to have this semester. That way you'll be ready to go. Okay. A lot of the folders, and I'm going to go ahead and start clicking here. A lot of the folders are not going to come open for you guys until after the 19th. And so I'm sure some of you say, well, why, Ms. Davis? One reason is because that is our census date, right? And the reason I have to set adaptive releases on all the folders if I open them all up. And it's just really, really difficult to do that for so many folders. Therefore, you'll be able to see all of the folders after the 19th once that census date has passed and our roster has been set. And then, mainly because, there's students that are dropping and adding and all those good things. So I want to make sure that it's not any confusion on my end and that I know what students are going to be here pretty much for the rest of the semester. Okay, so just know, after the 19th, you'll be able to see all the folders. You'll be able to get a head start if you like, but just remember, when you're getting a head start, try not to do, obviously, work. If you're working ahead, ensure that you've done whatever the step is before that, because again, everything builds off of each thing. Okay, so if you do week 5's work, but you didn't do week 4, this is probably, it's not like a, set in stone example, but essentially you can't do week 5 work if you haven't done week 4, if that makes sense. Okay. Another thing with this course, just so we're clear, with grading, if you decide to do work way before the due date, just know, I normally have a 2-week rule. I try to get stuff back within 2 weeks. That does not apply if you finish all of your work. Let's say you do all 16, and then this will probably never happen because it's a lot of work, but you decide to do all of your work, within the same week. Let's say you get to spring break and you're like, hey, I'm going to knock out the rest of it. Just know that's not how I grade. Now, I will try to grade, as fast as I can, any work that you've done if you've jumped ahead, but, it's 2 weeks from the date that it's due. So just please keep that in mind. Because I want to make sure that I'm not receiving a lot of emails this semester from students asking why something isn't graded that isn't due until week 16. Okay, so please keep that in mind. All right, we're going to jump right into this week 1 folder really quickly, and I'm going to try to get through this really fast. Again, this week we're just doing kind of some housekeeping stuff. Make sure you read over the syllabus. Okay, I actually took away some stuff, and so it's not in here, so we won't worry about that. You want to make sure you obviously watch this introductory video. You're going to take the introductory quiz. Okay. Make sure, if you have any questions about the quiz when you take it, because I want to say I took some questions off of it. But if for some reason, if you're getting some funky answers for it, just let me know, and I'll go back through and look at it and make sure that everyone gets the proper credit that they're supposed to get. Okay. The other big thing for this week is class introductions. Because this class is online, I want to get to know you guys. Some of you may have taken my course before, so I'm probably already familiar with you if I had you for English 111, but there's some of you that I don't know. So I would love to get some information about you. So introduce yourself to your classmates. There is no set word minimum or maximum for this. Well, obviously, don't write a book here, but no necessarily, word minimum for this. Just want to get to know you. So just, try to answer some of these questions if you can, so that way your classmates can get to know you. Then of course, just read, some of the other posts so you can kind of get to know other people as well. Now, this, little PDF here talks about how to be successful in this class. Make sure that you read through all the information. And I know some of the links are I moved some links around, so it's not as accurate, but the information is indeed still there. It's just not in the same spot on the link here. So I'm sorry about that. The other big thing for this week, and this is, kind of the meat and bones of what I want to talk about, choosing a topic. Okay. This course is basically about research. Okay. You're going to be asked to kind of conduct some preliminary research. I'm going to post a folder in just a bit here that's going to have some information about choosing a topic and all that good stuff. So you're going to want to make sure, and it's going to be a link. So you'll see I'm trying to make sure I post a lot of Blackboard announcements. So that way the links will be attached to it. So that way you'll be able to go right to it and it won't be any confusion. So today you'll see that link that will talk about kind of conducting that preliminary research, all that good stuff. And then as you're conducting your research, you're going to come up with 3 topics from it, okay? I'm going to try my best to post a message another video message that talks about choosing the topic and talks about, just the information, okay? Your initial post is due on Thursday, okay? So you're posting 350 words where you're talking about your 3 top possible topics, okay? You're pretty much going to talk about, I like for you guys to talk about a problem within your field, okay? So you're going to see all that information in just a bit, but a problem within your field. So whatever your major is, that's what I want to see, okay? Because this is what you're here for. This is what you're at JCC for. You're talking about, you're trying to, you're whether you're in the nursing field or business or whatever the case may be, right? Find a problem within your field. For my CCP students, if for some reason you have trouble with this, send me an email. Let me know. I've had some instances where I've had to kind of tweak this assignment for some of my CCP students because obviously you're not really a declared major at this point. So just reach out to me, let me know, and we'll work through figuring out a good topic for you, okay? So again, there'll be some more information about this choosing a topic assignment. I'm going to make sure, again, that there's a folder. I'm going to try to put it right above this choosing a topic so that way it's really easy for you to find, but there will be a Blackboard announcement message that'll be attached to it so that way you'll know how to get to it, okay? I'm also going to post some more links with some sample papers and some other good information for you guys as well. And like I said, I'm going to make sure that there is some sort of notification that is sent to you in Blackboard. So you just, again, want to make sure that you are constantly checking your announcement page, okay? So that's just something for you to remember, all right? So for now, make sure you're skimming through everything. I'll be sending out more information as we go. Have a great rest of your day. I'm looking so forward to this semester. Let me know if you have any questions. Have a great day.